What up, world? This is Pastor Michael Thomas of the Real Chat Podcast, and I got my co-host with me.
Boy, Justin Jackson.
Yeah, and we got a special guest in the building today, a gentleman by the name of Koke, but he's known around town by many names because he wears many hats.
The Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter. Koke, you wanna share some a little bit about yourself with your name and what you go by, what you're about?
My name is Koke MC Koke. I'm the Positivity Guy. Oh, let me clear my throat. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the Positivity Guy. I spread positivity in the community. I'm in recovery, lost 100 pounds, and found a love for people in life along the way. I don't know where it comes from, but I run around town. I'm known for Mr. Positivity. I'm known as Mr. Takis. I've donated at schools with them. It's a lot of different things. The rapper, John Cena. They call me John Cena. Oh, John Cena's rapping now. But it's positivity. I'm pretty much known for that. The positivity and connectivity.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, with you being a rapper, we'll mess around and ask you to freestyle up in here if you're down.
Absolutely.
You down? Let's give us a beat right away, Corey. We ain't wasting no time.
You won't stand next to me. Fuck, you won't stand next to a nigga like me that really do it.
Here you go. Go ahead, MC Koke. This is a hard beat too.
Let me get going off the top. When I get rolling, it's hip hop. On the podcast, known as Real Chat. When I get to flowing, yo, out the door dash. Positivity, my thing. When I get to flowing, man on the mic, a little Irish Samoan. Let me slow it down. I'm blowing, never stop. I keep on rolling with a go. Knock pin down. When I get to flowing, yo, I act like a clown. Real Chat podcast sitting right here. Justin to the left, right where? Right, Michael Thomas to my right. Corey on the beats while I flow so tight. Never stop flowing. Grab at the music, connect with the people. Really how I use it.
Nice. Hey! We dropping bars. Hey, we about to set a precedence, Justin. Anybody coming on the Real Chat? Hold on a second.
We're going to have to do a freestyle.
Anybody coming on the Real Chat podcast? You're going to have to spit some bars. And the bar has been set high. You know what I'm saying?
From last week.
Straight up. For real, you better come correct.
Let's go.
For real. All right. Man, hey, that was dope. Appreciate it.
Definitely.
But I want to give you, so when I do it in the community, there's no beat behind it. It's more of a connection. So I'm going to give you a little bit of that. I start before people even know I start to rap. I'm digging your hat, boxing on top, champions where you get it. I got it on lock. Justin, give me daps. We'll spit these flows. I connect with the people. I keep it cold. Corey on the beats. Let me record. I keep on going. Positivity is really my sword. Because I want negativity to stay right down in connection with the people while I act a clown.
All right. There you go. Acapella. Let's go. With the beat, without the beat.
So how'd you end up starting to do the freestyles out in the community? Like, what started that?
So the rapping, like I used to freestyle a lot back in the day, like with hip hop and stuff like that, and I never had confidence with it. So I would get drunk all the time and to rap and to connect with people. So I don't even really know. It's the connection of it. I started rapping at gas stations, really, to walk in there just to help somebody smile. So I walked in. I think it was a quick trip, actually. I walked in and I was like, I got to get over my nervousness of rapping, and that's kind of, and I'll get more into that with my social anxiety and stuff. Initially, that's what I battled. Even right now, I'm a little nervous. See that? But people don't know because my hair's done like this, my nails, I stand out, I freestyle for people. But it's a way for me to cope with my anxiety. Actually, I get nervous when I walked in and that's how I ended up rapping for a cashier.
Okay.
And when I did it, the reaction from that person, this instant smile, hearing their name and the music, and I was like, okay. So I started cultivating that and just doing it more until I wasn't anxious anymore and didn't have anxiety to do it. And I noticed the connection was there. And it really, I started it to be goofy and do videos and content, but I figured out it's a connection to people.
Gotcha.
And so I work at it and do it more.
That's big, yeah. That's big.
Who's some of your favorite rappers, artists that inspire you, or who do you listen to today? If you listen to artists out there,
I listen to a lot of music. It's not so much the content that I listen to; it's how they move through the music. Because something I've learned working with DJs and stuff like that is to to work with the music and not fight against it.
Okay.
And that's just something I listen to, like even Polo G, listening to how he moves on the music and the melodic way he flows. And then I even go back all the way to Kool Moe D.
Okay.
I used to live downtown, you know,
Right,
going back
right.
old school, but hearing that way of the boom bap flow, and then the more storytelling. Just I listen to a lot of rappers. Now I would say, Harry Mack's probably one of my big inspirations.
Yeah, definitely. Harry Mack is a beast on the mic.
Word?
Yeah.
Okay, I never heard of Harry Mack.
Yeah.
He connects with people. Like he'll walk into crowds and say, "Give me 6 words." I don't know how he remembers all those words.
Yeah.
Because when I do it, if I try to get 3 words, I'm forgetting 2 of them.
Gotcha.
But I can put them in there if I can remember them.
Uh-huh.
But see, biggest influences on me. Oh, there's some good one. Nas. I used to listen to a lot of Nas, Wu-Tang when I was younger. And as you said, I grew up in outside of Memphis, so you know I was influenced by 8 Ball and MJG, like you said, Skinny Pimp, like all of those artists that were up and coming back then. And then as I've progressed, I mean, Easy Does It. We got Eazy-E and all those guys. NWA. We got Snoop, Dr. Dre. Like I love all of it. I really listen to any music. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, you come from a hip hop era, so like you know the building blocks, like when it was it's been around a couple years before that, but you grew up in the era where it was really breaking out. And then NWA, you know, with gangster rap, you know, started popping out and
Biggie and Pac.
Yep.
I was a Biggie guy. Everybody always asked that question, Biggie or Pac, and I liked Biggie. I don't know, it was the way his vibe when he rapped. It was
Okay.
more like
Smooth
that
swagger.
smooth.
Sure, I got
Because
you.
I was a bigger guy. I mean, they don't know, but I was 345 pounds also.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, he's big and he's rapping. The ladies are hollering at him. And back then, that was what was important to me. So
Right.
I was
Big
trying to
Papa.
be big Papa.
Uh-huh.
You know, and he was probably a big influence on me. Now, moving through music, I listen to, a lot. That One Love movie, Bob Marley. I listen to reggae quite a bit, and I work on my freestyles, like singing with that too. That's what's helped me learn to freestyle sing.
Okay.
Because I do that also. I don't.
So, about how old were you when you first found your love for music?
That's actually a funny story. So, going way back, initially I was in band in high school.
Okay.
I was in there already, and the football coaches walked through there. So in 5th grade, I was almost 6 foot tall, and I was about 170 pounds or something. And the coaches came and took me out of band. Never went back. I never looked back. However, upon my journey now, the way music is connected to me, like I get chills talking about it. It'll just stand up. I can feel it through my whole body. It's a connection with people. And I've always loved music and listening to it, but I didn't realize how much I felt music. So back then, I wonder sometimes if I'd have stayed in there, what would happen if I cultivated the music.
Right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
It's always been a big part of like even going like I listen to all music too, even going back to Skid Row and the 80s rock back on in the high school dances. And then even Tone Loc when all his Wild Thing and Funky Cole Medina, like this, all the music, it always influenced me and touched me, but I didn't understand it back then.
Yeah.
It's always been a big part. Probably, I mean, right away, I love music. I used to write poems to girls when I was young.
So you think like a lot of the music, does it help with like mental health? You know, we talk a lot about mental health, and especially men's mental health. You know, so does that help you, cope with some of the mental health?
Oh, absolutely. Music take me anywhere I want to go, really.
Okay.
I listen to music and it's instant. Whatever music that is, it'll take me back to whatever. So my mind is playing tricks on me. Ghetto Boys takes me right back to 1995, riding in the country roads outside of Memphis, listening to that because I'm about to graduate high school. It's instant. And you can see the chills on my arms when I talk about it. I feel it.
Yeah.
And the music, that's the way it is. It's a connection to life for me, really. It calms me when I get anxious. And music will also steer me. I put on some hype music, I'm going to start bouncing with it and, get that way too, or sad.
And that helps, you would say that helps you communicate with the community.
Yep.
Build a relationship, a more intimate relationship with strangers through music.
Yep, absolutely. I tell everybody everybody's in my active coping mechanism for social anxiety. Like when I get nervous, it's flipped now. I
coming
do
in my
it.
head with you.
Yeah.
I do so like when I do those dances, I dance by people and say they're amazing just because I get nervous. Like I have to psych myself up. But what's flipped with me is when I get anxious, I do it.
Okay.
No matter what, I do it. Like I had to speak on this panel at Acuity one time for law enforcement, and Julie, the head of mental health, was like, "Well, who wants to speak first?" And I got nervous instantly. I was like, because I got anxious, and if it makes me anxious, the only way I'm going to learn to get through it is to do it.
Got you.
And that's something that that's what I do now. If it's not going to hurt me or anybody else, and it's healthy, I'm doing it. I don't care what it is.
Got you.
Yep.
That's dope, man. I want to ask you, you mentioned that you were over 300 something pounds. And now clearly you look like you're in pretty good shape. When did this journey into fitness happen in your life?
So I've lost weight before when I was incarcerated, and I've gotten sober before.
You got no choice. They don't feed you.
Well, no, people loved me. I gave away all my main courses and desserts for their vegetables.
Can't go to my fridge at night. I ain't going to jail.
Right, you could gain weight now. You go to the canteen and get you some honey buns and some beef sticks and jailhouse burritos. You
so next podcast we hooking up in here. We go get a hookup.
Right, we all know how to cook our own.
But so my journey back then, I lost weight and stuff, but I never communityed. So this time, I'll take you back to how my fitness started here this time. So 6 years ago, I stopped using opiates because it almost killed me. But I was still using everything else. Mm-hmm. And one of my drugs was definitely fast food too.
Okay.
And I drank all the time. So 6 years ago, I stopped using opiates, as I said, using everything else. And then I was about 4 years ago, I was in Watertown with Spade One. He's a MC mentor of mine. And I started feeling weak at his show. I was dropping him off, and I was going to stay there, and he's like, "No, bro, you don't look good. Go to the ER." And so I went to the ER. I went in there. They ran some scans on me. I had COVID, had pneumonia in my left lung. Doctor walks in. He's like, "Koke, I'm going to be honest with you. You're 345 pounds, pre-diabetic, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. I just found aneurysms in both your legs." He said, "Do you want to live?" And before that, prison didn't wake me up. My daughter's being born didn't wake me up. Nothing did. But when he asked me that, it clicked. I walked out of that room. I said, "Yes, sir. I do want to live." Started walking laps around my house. Started curling my book bag. Started being positive no matter what.
Yeah.
And I got sober. I haven't eaten fast food in almost 4 years now.
Okay.
I don't eat red meat or pork. I like sweets, though.
Yeah.
But
Sweets and turkey.
and ground turkey,
Okay.
lots of it. But it's the positivity part has kept me motivated.
Is that where your positivity movement began too? Is that where the birth of your whole
Koke the
movement?
Positivity Guy.
Okay.
I don't know where it came from, but on my journey to sobriety, recovery, mental health, I found a hunger to help other people be happy and be positive because I want you to feel like I do.
Okay.
You know, and I want to be the person when people feel alone that I needed when I was alone back then.
Sure.
When I was struggling with addiction, when I was struggling with depression, I want to be that person for them because I don't want them to feel like that.
Okay.
And I want them to be positive, and that's what started. That's where it all comes from. That's what motivates me. That's why I work out. That's why I learn to sing. That's why I get over my anxiety because I want other people to be happy, and that's worth more than me suffering like that.
Man, that's amazing. Do you think that you'd be willing to share a story of one of the most awesome or inspiring positivity moments that you share with somebody? Like something that you talked to this lady and she was down, and now you lifted her spirits so much that now all of a sudden she whatever. Yeah, I mean, you got a story you can share?
There's a lot of them that I don't even know until later. So one of them, I get my hair cut at Studio 7 Salon. I go, my friend's like, "Can you go to Moxie with me?" And I said yes, and went in there. Never been to Moxie before, and this woman walks in with her 2 kids, and she sits down beside me, and me being who I am, I started talking to her, asked her how she was doing. I freestyled for her, told her a little bit about me, and she started crying instantly, just started crying. And I was like, I could feel her energy, but I didn't know why. And she goes, "You have no idea how much I needed that." She literally just walked out of detox at the hospital for alcohol and was trying to get her life together with her kids. And she thanked me because her kids got to see that too in somebody that's in recovery and how we need each other. They got to see that.
Yeah.
And that's
amazing.
like a lady came up to me Man, there's so many. Another time I had a positivity pop-up at Marco's Pizza.
Okay.
And grandmother, her grandbaby came in, not the daughter. And she walked up to the booth and goes, "Can you please take some time and talk to me?" I said, "Absolutely." And I talked to her. She told me that her daughter's struggling. That's why she has her grandbaby. She's struggling in her addiction. Can I please send some positive vibes to her? So I did. And about, I don't know, a month or two later, I'm walking into Meyer, door dashing, and do you know who's walking out?
Who?
The grandmother, the daughter, and the grandbaby. And she's been sober for a month and came up to me and hugged me. I didn't even know who she was.
Yeah.
And thanked me for sending those vibes to her. And I mean, it's just,
that's big, man.
It happens a lot.
The power of sending them vibes, like, you know, you got to think, man, the world's made up of electricity, man. So, you know, we can send those currents. You know, it's just if you're willing to do it.
Yeah.
You know? And we've been watching that. You know, we've been following your profile and watching the community grow through you doing that. So, you know, I salute you for that.
For sure. You know, I said last week, I've said it in the times past, whenever you're trying to do something great, you always face some type of opposition or attack from whoever or whatever to discourage us from what we're doing in the positive momentum or whatever. So I imagine with you trying to be positive, there's probably some people that are incredibly negative and they try to dampen your spirit or ruin a moment where you're trying to build somebody up. Would you be able to share how you're able to overcome any of those instances, or maybe how you reversed somebody was trying to be negative, but you were so positive that you made them say, "All right, you got me." You know what I mean?
Yes. So, and I was talking about this with somebody the other day, and I was like, you know, I get made fun of daily. Not for me. For my hair, for my nails, for what I do in my goofy videos to help other people smile.
Right?
Daily, you said.
Yep. I have been called a pedophile. I put my record right online. I work with law enforcement, you know, and I told them, I said, "Hey, let's sit down and have a conversation." I said this online right under it. I said, "Let's have a conversation so you can get to know me, and then we'll see." You know,
Judging books by their cover.
Right.
Yep,
That's what it is.
I'm gonna have a shirt that says, "Don't let your judgment overheat and burn up all your time."
Nice.
That's gonna be a long message on the shirt, but go ahead.
Nice.
Get the shirt
But you
maker
know-
over here.
Well,
know what I mean?
and the big
Yeah,
thing
I
about
got
that
you.
Is like that's positive criticism. You know, in my mind, that's positive criticism because your critics are gonna turn around and turn out to be your supporters. You know what I mean? Because 1st they're gonna criticize you, and then they're gonna start listening, and they're gonna realize that it really makes sense. And what you're saying is spreading positivity and helping people.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just doing it in your own way. You know, and I think there was a message, you know, that I read this morning that came across my feed from someone, you know, I won't say any names right now, but it's a mutual colleague of ours. But definitely adversity is one of the ingredients to success.
Right.
You know, because a lot of people are going to throw things at you, curveballs, and you just got to deflect it and keep moving.
It really helped me in my anxiety journey. I have tough skin now, and I understand. I have an even bigger empathy, though.
Yeah.
I understand people are going through things. And, you know, I actually, and what you said about flipping somebody, so I had somebody that was mean to me online, whatever it was they were calling me. I get called lots of things. And I just told him, I said, "Hey, I love life, and I'm happy, and I want everybody to be happy." So
Yeah.
that's why I do what I do, and I posted my news story on there. And a few hours later, this person messaged me and said, "I'm sorry. I was going through something, and I took it out on you." I said, "You know something?" I said, "I'm glad you took it out on me because I can take it, and I'd rather you pick on me than somebody that can't."
Sure. That's solid, man.
It is solid because it's a lot of online bullying be going on.
And you would have been like, "Hey, well, don't talk crazy to me. I run up on ya."
So we were talking earlier about the names, and that just reminded me of something you could throw on a shirt as well. You know, the man of many names. You know, and then just put all the names you've been called before.
I actually thought about doing an event,
Coming out of
like
a
reaching
hat.
out to all the people that I said, "Hey, if you want to make fun of me, let's have an event. You guys can make fun of me the whole time. And I'll
Yeah.
just sit there and take it. And you know, if it helps you be positive, that's what I'm on.
Well, you know what? That's great, and that actually leads into the next question. With all the great things that you got going on with your fitness side and your music and the positivity movement, like what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like where are you taking this? Where is it going? You know what I'm saying? Where is the height of this?
Well, I want to be able to help anywhere, anytime I see it. Have the resources, have the everything to help somebody that needs it when I see it, because I'm in the community a lot, and I see, and whether it's buying their groceries or finding they need a sitter, paying for their sitter so that they can go work or whatever it may be. Whether it's a smile, and that's where, and I'm getting close to have a companies that sponsor me to go out in the community to help people, but also have the resources like Mental Health America or you gentlemen to help inspire people to be able to say, hey, let's do this. Just to help people anywhere I can. And that's the point of it. Like, I'm starting these pop-ups. Like, I have a portable axe throwing thing that was donated to me. So I'm just going to pop up in places to go to a park and say, hey, you want to throw some axes and win a prize? Just to get people out of their head. And, it's an unorthodox way, and I'll see if it works. And if it goes, help people smile. Really just learning new avenues to connect with people.
It's a start. Everything gets better over time. And like you were saying, new events. And so, with the Real Chat podcast, we're all about networking and helping find resources as well. So, are there anything that you can tell to the viewers, that you need? What do you need help with?
Yeah, what's going to help you continue your movement?
Oh, well, we're always looking for sponsors. We're also looking, it doesn't cost anything to share out, to share, to like, to just people that haven't seen the positivity. Really just clicking the like, to share the videos. If you like positivity, check out some of the videos. And that's really it as far as networking, sponsorship, donations, to everything they give me, I'm going to give away. So, but donations in the community. We're always looking for stuff to give out, whether it's food for the community. You guys do that too. Clothing. Yeah, really anything, any type of donations to help. And it's volunteering. I'm starting to learn to organize volunteers now. I just did a first pickup where, my buddy John organized it, but I'm learning. We're going to do more of that.
Tell me about that. How'd that go?
It went well. We had a few people out there. We're going to do another one on the 28th. Well, John's doing another one on the 28th. And just to start doing it. It's a small area, but why not? Get groups of people picking up stuff. And it really was the community. That's like one of the big things with what I do. I feel like we've lost that magnetism for community and in the community. We don't talk to each other. We don't help each other. We'll see somebody getting hurt and just walk by it.
Or live stream it. Take a picture on your phone.
Right. Yeah. Well, it creates family time. It gives families a chance to get together and come out with the kids, with their spouse, with their loved ones, and have that sense of helping. You know what I mean? It gives you a sense that you got something done.
Yeah.
That you actually gave back to the community. And that's a big feeling. A lot of people kind of live their day to day and they stick to themselves. But they don't go out in the community and realize that just going down the block and picking up all the garbage, it makes your community better.
Right.
Well, that's, like I said, that's what was missing for me to stay sober. For me to stay in line was the community, talking to the community around me, interacting, because that's what I was missing before. That ingredient, because that's my support group also. Like, I talk to everybody and they give me advice and I give them advice, and it's reciprocal. It's amazing. And
recidivism in a positive way.
Amen.
Yes. You know what I mean?
In a positive way.
So do you think that staying busy like that, contributes to your well-being?
Oh, yes.
Your self-care.
Yep. Yes and no. So I struggle with self-care because of that. But also, yes, it is my self-care. It keeps me focused. As far as drugs and alcohol go, and I've talked about this quite a bit lately, because back in the day, and I don't know if you went through AODA also, but they instilled in you better watch out. You're going to want to use the urges. The urges. Triggers. I haven't had any since I've been sober this time. Not one urge. I've not wanted to use. It's a death sentence for me. If I take a drink of that, I'm going to lose everything. If I do this, but I never connected it like the people, because they're all depending on me too for the community part.
Right. Right. You're not only letting yourself down.
It keeps it busy. The busy part, focused on that. It's more important to me than my addiction.
I think, like you said, one thing that you said, it kind of goes to the triggers, because one thing that, we all learned through AODA, things like that, is watch out for triggers. And the one thing that I learned is it's nobody's responsibility to worry about what your triggers are.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you can identify and know what your triggers are, and you find other avenues to fill that time, or kind of fill that gap, you don't have to worry about it anymore, and then it becomes a part of you. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with you.
Yeah, not even the urges really. Like it's. Oh yeah, I suppose we can. Not triggers. That's what I was doing.
Yep.
Triggers, and it's not. It's the wanting to use, and then the triggers will be part of it again.
Right.
I'm connecting the dots while I'm
Well, it's
talking.
kind of like you're just gonna stay out of certain places. You're not gonna go certain places.
Right.
But then when you start to do this on a repetitive basis, it becomes a part of you.
Yeah.
So you're no longer that person anymore.
But I go now. I flipped it though and go to those places on purpose
Exactly.
so they can
'Cause
see.
you can, yes.
They can see me having fun in a bar at
That's
a rave.
that's what I meant.
and I'm
It
sober.
doesn't
Yeah.
bother you anymore. Yeah.
Right.
That's why I do that. That's my whole thing is letting people see. If you make something look delicious, they're gonna want
Well,
to.
you became a new person.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
who you are now. You're not that person that came here to drink and get all messed up and leave out of there with a probably a bad a bad reputation or
Extra burgers.
Yeah. So now you coming out
At
of
least
there
4
and you done
burgers.
changed somebody's life.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna say coming up out of there with a baddie, but anyways,
You don't wanna
he's
come out
got
with a
a
baddie.
woman. He's got a woman who's been by his side for a very long time.
Almost a decade.
Okay, all right, that's
We've
cool.
Steph and I have never split up before either.
Okay,
This whole time, and addiction, mental health is all. She's in recovery too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. To have the journey, and that's when you got somebody that truly cares about you, man. Because she's been with you through the good and the bad, right?
Man, taking
Well,
the
that's-
whole ride.
I
Yeah.
used to be. Do you know that I used to be? Who are you with? What are you doing? Who are you talking to?
That's
Why
how
are
you
with?
talk to her?
I used to be that person.
You was that guy?
I was, and I was insecure, and it was because I was insecure.
Uh-huh.
But I was like that, and it's not like that anymore. It's so much easier. I trust Steph
Yeah.
because I love me, and I know, and really what it comes down to, and it's blunt, but if Steph decided not to be with me, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I would never want that to happen because I love Steph, but I understand.
You can't change it.
That's
Sure.
her choice.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And that's what changed.
I hear you.
It's an amazing thing to have trust. Like I've said this to her, we've been together a decade, but I didn't love her until the last 4 years because I didn't know how.
You didn't know what real love
Yeah,
was.
exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
got you. All right, that's awesome, man.
Hey, sometimes it take a long time till you realize what real love is, and that goes for anybody. That
Absolutely.
goes for any relationship. Between friends, between family members.
Right.
If you don't know how to love, a lot of times if you were never shown how to love and be loved,
Yeah.
you take that into adulthood, and become insecure, and you don't know how to handle rejection. You don't know how to handle when somebody's actually showing you compassion.
Yeah, it's
And you're
weird
like, it's this weird feeling when people are like, man, I love you. I love what you're doing. You're like, yeah, you make me feel all kind of weird. But when you start to realize what real authentic love is,
Right.
you can accept that compassion from people.
Yeah.
And you can also offer it.
Sure.
So
No, well, it sounds like as you became a healthier person, your relationship became healthier, and now we're seeing you help other people get healthy through your recovery foundation, through your attempts to being positive. All that is ways of helping people be better, right? You know what I mean? So
Elevation Nation.
that's right.
there you go.
There you go.
All right.
So what's the next upcoming event?
Well, the Positivity Booth starts June 1st, and that's
Okay.
every Saturday. You talking about thousands of people coming through there every time. We have new prizes. I just picked up Culver's.
Okay.
They're definitely going to be keeping prizes there. But yeah, June
You're
1st.
gonna be donating some food at the booth?
They already gave me ice cream. I can't have no burgers. I love the butter burgers. It's
Yeah.
about triggers,
Come up,
Justin.
spin the wheel,
Trigger.
Right.
burger,
Yeah, but yeah,
So-
you spin the positivity wheel, do something
I was
positive.
gonna say, tell us a little bit about how the Positivity Booth works, because
Well, actually,
our
that's where all
viewers
this
don't know.
started. The Positivity Booth actually started at the farmers market, and my whole movement, really. I called. So once I got sober and moved into town, because I used to live on a farm out in Plymouth initially, and I was in town here and called Maria. She runs the farmers market for the Sheboygan County Interfaith Organization, and I said, "Hey, I want to set up a booth to spread smiles, and we'll have free hugs." She's like, "What?" And so I told her again. I said
the same thing when he first told me about it. What?
Yeah.
I said I have a wheel and everything, and I want to freestyle for people and smiles, because there's all my freestyles and smiles thing. But she's like, "I'll let you do that." And so I went out there. I even paid the $25 fee the first time. Yeah, because I don't sell anything. I give away smiles. And so we set up. Initially, we had a couple prizes on there to give away because we didn't have much. We went and bought some stuff, I think, at Walmart. And went out there, spun the wheel, and just the smiles. The people were they were like, "What's this?" And they come over there, and I freestyle for a couple people. I didn't even have a microphone yet. I have a microphone and a speaker now. But I was just walking around talking to people, and just the way people lit up. And then when they did something positive, like one of the things on the wheel is hop on one foot and say, "Teamwork makes the dream work." And people, doesn't matter how old they are, before they do that, most of the time, they look around to see who's looking at them.
Yeah.
Because they are embarrassed. But you know something? They still do it, and they do it as a group, and they can see it's okay.
Yeah.
They don't even know
the kids love it. The kids love it.
They come there specifically. Like initially, the first one, people didn't know, but now kids come to the Positivity Booth, or they see me out in the community. "This is the Positivity Guy," and they'll come over and say hi to me or hug me. Or I dressed up as Mario before too. But the Positivity Booth has grown. I have sponsors now. Big B Coffee, Sheboygan Discount Warehouse, B Looney Gifts Party Store. I'm partnered with Mental Health America, Sheboygan County Interfaith Organization, and now Culver's. But it's the wheel. It's the prizes for positivity, the smiles. It just grew really.
Yeah.
Like that's where it all started. A booth to spread smiles.
Man, you've come a long way, Koke, from mentioning that you have been in prison to struggling with substance abuse to having mental health struggles to being in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've gone through so much, and you've come so far, and I imagine you still got great miles to go in the great things that you're doing. Is there a message that you want to share with our viewers to inspire them to keep on going, or try something completely different out of the box, or whatever? Do you have a message that you want to share with the people?
And I say it all the time. We're all in this together. If you get a chance, leave somebody with a smile, because that might be the last smile they see. And that's how I leave people. I try to leave them with a smile, a little better feeling, even if they don't like me. That's okay too.
Yes.
But just remember, we're all in this together. Have empathy for people. Celebrate your friends elevate, and that ties all into that. Like, it's easy to celebrate what I do,
right?
But get out of my box and celebrate what he does, or what she does, or what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shine light on those things, because eventually the positivity dots on there are going to connect. And when all of us get together,
amazing things happen.
Okay.
Yes, I'm telling
That's
you.
a real chat right
You
there.
heard what he said? When all of us get together, watch out.
That's right.
Drop the bomb on that one. Go, where's that? Come on, where are you? Sleep? He sleep. Yeah. Yo.
So where can people find you?
I'm on all platforms. The Positivity Booth channel on YouTube. On Instagram, I'm koke.1.mc. On Facebook, MC Koke, Koke MC, Koke Melo Podwells. Just look up Koke, Koke. That's my real name. My pops is Samoan. R.I.P. But I'm also on TikTok, Stokey4200. I also have the Positivity Recovery Foundation website, Positivity Booth page. Pretty much positivity everything.
Positivity everywhere.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what I would like to see? A rap battle. But so his opponent says whatever he wants, but of course he's going to come with the positivity. Like, you know what? You said that I was a jerk, but I think that you're cool.
Gotta put him with Charles, boy.
Right, him versus Charles. Charles is reaching a battle. Oh, that'd be a battle for the
This
ages.
might be interesting to y'all. I'm putting together my first annual fundraiser, and it'll be a positivity rap battle.
Oh yeah.
Each, and I want the opponents, and it's still tossing around, to represent an organization, and it can be anybody, to say the most positive stuff you can about somebody.
Let me be a judge. I mean, I'm down to be a judge because I feel like I'm a rap connoisseur. I know quality spitting.
Real Chat gonna be on the map.
Real Chap gots to be there. It's a rap battle. Oh yeah, we got to be there for that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I won my first cipher with Positivity Freestyles in Milwaukee. I actually have a music video that once I have. So if I do it where they're based, it's free. But I want to do it in Sheboygan because it's my first one, and this is where I learned to live. So
yeah.
But I won that. I have a Biggie rug. Well, I just gave it. I actually forgot. I donated it to somebody's nursery.
Yeah, I couldn't help it. The Biggie rug with the Biggie chain.
Yeah.
Yo, before we head out, you think you'd be down to spit one more time?
Absolutely.
Give us some more bars for the road. Corey, you got one more. Man, I want you to talk about whatever you want, man. However your heart leads.
Wherever it goes.
Yeah. Okay, then Corey with another fire beat. This is what you want to make some beats with.
Mr. White Entertainment.
Okay.
When I get it up, yo, did I feel Randy? Not Austin Powers when I say, when I get it going, movie wordplay. Always talking, always rocking, moving to the beat, no stop stalking. When you're looking at me, positive smile when I get, when I roll, I got freestyle. Purified drinking water, glasses on the table, pink right here, but they not no label. Don't got no dollars when you get, pockets on slim, not Samoan fit. Oh no, here we go, lyrical madman, when I get it flowing, pop when you can't stand. Where'd it go?
Yeah. Hey, no, that's dope, man. That's true talent and ability right there to be able to come up with that stuff just on the spot. That's not no memorized. He over here talking about the pink on the glasses,
what
the
about
bottled
shoes,
water.
Though? Those are fire, dude.
Appreciate it, man. You know I be trying to come through
They
cleaning.
look like they Samoan.
I be stunned. You know
That's that springtime love.
Yeah, no, this is Milwaukee flavor. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's straight up, no doubt. Well, man, it's been great having you on the show. I appreciate everything that you do in the community, and how positive you are. And I can honestly say, man, there's been times where I crossed paths with you a couple of times. And your positivity rubbed off on me and put a smile on my face or lifted my spirits and encouraged me. So I really appreciate you, man. And I wish you nothing but favor and success in what you're doing to encourage people, man, because we need more encouraging people out here. Yeah.
Well, first of all, thank y'all so much for having me on here. But if I succeed, y'all already know because you'll be there with me.
All right, let's go. Straight up. I ain't got no hair, so I ain't going to be able to do it all the way with you, but I'm with you on the socks, baby. Let's go. Straight up. Yo, this has been another wonderful episode of the Real Chat Podcast. Shout out to my co-host, Brother Justin Jackson. Shout out to our producer, Corey, Mr. White, ENT. Shout out to Brother Koke and the positivity movement and everything that he's got going on. Thank you again, brother. It's Michael Thomas. We salute you.